afternoon, everybody. It's Debbie with the Pickin Coop Farmstead, and I hope everybody had a wonderful Mother's Day. I certainly did. My oldest daughter, the gal that made me a mama, took me out and we went to Mineral, which is about an hour and a half from here. It's up in the mountains, up in the mountains, and it's called, oh, sorry, my nose itches, Mineral Lodge. And every Mother's Day they have a huge buffet, and every single thing right down to the dinner rolls is handmade. Holy cow, it was absolutely delicious. So it was my daughter, myself, and my granddaughter, so 3 generations of us, and we had a fantastic meal. It's a buffet. And then all these lovely desserts, which are all handmade as well. Oh my gosh, it was absolutely insanely delicious. So we're going to make it a tradition. We're going to go again next year. And they do all kinds of other holidays. They do Easter, Mother's Day, Thanksgiving, and New Year's Eve. So we kind of wanted to go take the misters with us and go New Year's, and they have a little motel and cabins, and then the restaurant, and there's a little store right there. But it's absolutely beautiful. I think it's like 5,000 feet. It's beautiful up in the timbers. So I recommend all of you check that place out. So anywho, today what I'm going to be doing, these poor little, I think they're called labelle or roselle, sorry, hibiscus need to be potted up. And it is raining, lightning, thunder, hail, it's, you name it, it's out there. So we are staying in the house today. Luckily, I had to wait and there was a break so I could go out and do my chickens. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to move this around a little bit. And we're probably going to pot up some other things I have going on. So there's not much, like I said, there's not much I can do out of doors. So we are going to just do this. So I've got myself a marker since I have 2 of these roselle hibiscus. I believe I got these seeds from my gardener, and I'm very excited about this. I'm adding to my herb garden, so it's kind of a herb / tea garden, and they're not all in the same beds. I have one specific herb garden that's established now, but then I also have some herbs that are in buckets. As if you follow me, you'll see I have catnip in one bucket, lemon balm in another, and lemongrass, who I thought I killed, but it's thriving. It's coming up new shoots out of the bottom. And then I have comfrey, which is another medicinal. You can make tea with comfrey too, I believe. It's a very, very healing herb. Let's see what else. Oh, and another tub I have lavender. It's like the Spanish lavender, I believe. So anywho, I'm starting to add some more tea stuff, which hibiscus is one of them. If you've never had hibiscus tea, holy cow, guys, it's absolutely fantastic. And my daughter and I went to lunch the other day somewhere. I forget the name of it. It's called the Sweet Spot in Redding. It's on Hartnell Avenue, and it's kind of a ramen place. Not kind of, it is a ramen place. They have the best ramen I think I've ever had. It's absolutely delicious. Great customer service. I sound like infomercials here. This place is insane, and they have a hibiscus lemonade that we had. Oh my goodness, it was absolutely delicious. And they also have homemade gelato, so check it out, folks. It's delicious. All right, so here we go with the roselle. I got my marker, my number 2 pencil. I guess I'm saying this right. Now the flowers are kind of the color of my shirt, believe it or not. And what you do is you wait for it to flower. From what I understand, you wait for it to flower. And then you save the little husk thing, kind of like rose hips, where I save that it goes to flower and then it has those little bulb. There's a certain word for it and it has left me. I don't know what it's called. But that's what you're going to save for the tea. So there's quite a few roots here. Oops. So we're going to gently tease this apart. I'll put one in one cup and the other in the other cup. And we're almost to the point where I can start planting outdoors, but thank goodness I haven't yet because it was a huge hailstorm this morning. And it's supposed to come over, and I didn't even know about it. I thought we were supposed to just get rain, but a friend of mine messaged me. She's awesome. Her name is Trisha, and she's bought a lot of my furniture. We grew up together, went to high school, elementary school together, and she's always looking out for me. She lives on the west side of Shasta County, and I live on the east side. But she's gone through a horrible, horrible fire out there where she lives, and we've come pretty darn close, and she's always looking out for us. So if something comes across, weather-wise, fire-wise, whatever, comes across her alarm system there, which she's always watching, and there is a funnel warning along with lightning and thunder, high winds, obviously, with funnels. I didn't know anything about it. All I knew about was rain. So I was like, woo, and it wasn't even supposed to get here till 4 o'clock, but we just got done. There's been 2 or 3 thunder/hailstorms so far. No wind, luckily. So, yeah. All right, so we have our cute little roselles. These are in the hibiscus, obviously. It's a roselle hibiscus family. If you've never seen hibiscus flowers, you gotta look them up. They're absolutely beautiful. They're kind of tropical. So if I plant this outside, it's not gonna make it through the winter, but I do plan on planting it outside. I'm not sure. It'll be great for the summertime. I think I'm going to plant it in partial shade, so it'll be at the upper east end of my garden. I think I might put it in tubs. I'm not really sure. I don't know how it would take to transplanting. I don't know how that would work, but I have more seeds as well, so I could plant more next year, but they get rather large. So we'll have to stay tuned to see where those are going to be planted. So next what I have are my lavender slips, and every single one of these rooted. Look at all this growth. That's insane. Who knew? It's only taking me, I probably had these for this particular lavender bush for 4 years now. It's gotten quite large, and I don't even know how many attempts I have made at trying to start these guys or clone them. I believe it's called cloning. And this year, for some reason, this and my rosemary, I've been able to clone. So I'm going to get a little plastic knife. I find that it's a little easier to get these out without destroying the root system, so I forgot that. Hold on. All right, so I couldn't find a plastic knife, so I get a little butter knife out of my drawer. So we're going to gently lift this out of here. And I need to fill this up with a little more dirt. But this one, I'm going to go right there. So hopefully I will have all of these, plus the ones that I transplanted or potted up from the first time around. I'll have all these lavenders and my rosemarys and my spider plants at the Whitmore Music and Art Fair. So they will definitely be for sale. There we go. I can share the wealth with everybody else. And this particular, I want to say it's like a Provence lavender. It's got the tall with the spike with the little blooms on top. This is what I make my infused tallow with, and these actually they smell like lavenders already, and the leaves are very they smell really good. I'm kind of having brain farts today. I've been having them bad, so I'm going to switch from my mushroom memory powder to a liquid drop. That's what my sister uses, and she says it works really well. And she still puts it right in her coffee. So we're going to try that. It's mainly in lion's mane, like my powder is. But we're going to try this. It might be higher in concentration. I'm not really sure. But, because lately I've been pretty scattered. All right. So we're just going to keep, I have 3 left. I got them halfway done. We'll just keep potting these guys up and then we'll be back. There's a couple of them that are about ready to bud out. If you can see that guy right there. I'm trying to hold it still. Little buds. All right, I got one more here, but I gotta go grab some more soil. There's a couple of them that are about ready to bud out. If you can see that guy right there. I'm trying to hold it still. Little buds. All right, I got one more here, but I gotta go grab some more soil. All right, so here I have the rosemary, and as you can see, only 3 out of 6, well, maybe 4. I guess this guy. Yep, it all has new growth, so that was through my own neglect. I did not keep them wet enough, but we're gonna go ahead and pop these guys up. I'm not sure about that last one that I showed you. He's kind of hanging over the edge. These all have roots though, so far. There we go. And this is definitely the way to go. It's what you do if you haven't watched my video. Go out and cut your cuttings where the stems are pretty green and not woody. Then you strip half of them down towards where you made the cut. So all of those halfway down the stem, you strip those of the little needles. I call them needles. And then put them in wet soil and just keep them really wet. And I bottom water, and then I spritz also the top. But see, look at the roots. And ever since I've been doing it this way, it's insane. Now these, had I not neglected these all would have rooted. I kid you not. So far, except for this one, between the lavender and the rosemary, I've had 2 of these little 6-packs of the lavender and 1 of the little 6-packs of rosemary that were all 100% success. So, yeah. I think that's pretty dang good, except for this last one. And like I said, that was all my fault. I killed those little fellers. And then what I do when I strip the bottom half of the little branch, I just go ahead and lay those out on a towel and dry them, and then I use them to cook with, so nothing goes to waste. So they're almost all potted up. I got one more. This one was kind of questionable, but it has about a ½ inch of new growth on it, so I'm gonna go for it. And I still have a couple more weeks till my show, so if this one doesn't make it, it will definitely show by then. I don't try to sell any plants that I don't know are in good shape. But there are little roots down in here, little hairline roots. I can see them. So in 2 weeks, this is gonna look a lot different. God willing, I should say. There we go. So they're all planted up. Now I don't know, I'll have to look around and see if there's anything else. I just had these. I'm gonna put the rest of the soil back in my potting soil bucket here. I just use these over and over. They're very, very thin. And they're just from little start plugs that I bought at the store. Or actually, no, I'm lying to you. I had this big sheet of these and I cut them into little 6-packs, or what they call like pony packs, to start seeds in. And obviously they were great for the lavender and the rosemary, because you don't have that much soil that you have to keep really wet. So it works out pretty good. So let me take a look around, see if there's anything else that I can pot up. All right, I knew there was something else I was gonna divide. I don't know if you watched the video, but I took a couple of clumps and tore them in halves, thirds, what have you, of my oregano. And I put them in here. They've been in here, I believe, for at least a week, and they've got new growth on them. They're looking really well. And so what I want to do is to at least divide these in half and repot them. So instead of, I've got 3 here. So instead of 3, I'm going to have 6. And I always say, God willing. Oh, there's a little worm in there. All right, so I'm just going to kind of gently tear this apart. Oops, there's that one. And there's that one. And let's see, and I think they'll be really happy because I'm going to give them some of this great potting soil. It's that black gold. It's an organic mix that I've been using for the past 3 years. It's kind of spendy, but I grabbed this and then I started using my other stuff from the grocery store, and it's a something gold. It's from Humboldt. There we go. So there's one. I'm moving them over. And this one, hopefully I didn't traumatize it too much. I tore off, oh, you know what? I don't think this one's gonna make it. Darn it. Well, that's okay. It needed new potting soil anyways. So I'm gonna dump this out. That's that red clay. That was what was in my garden bed there. And yeah, we're just gonna see what we can get out of these. All right, here we go. See, I don't think this one I'm not gonna be able to tear this one apart either. But it's gonna have new soil. But that's okay, you know? It's gonna work. So that's all right. I might go out there and see if I can dig up some more, or I might just be able to have 3. They're all on one main root system, so they have little hairs coming up, but they'll be happier in this less compacted soil. Okay, this is my last hope. We're gonna see how this one goes. And if I still only have 3, then I only have 3. So then I also have my mullein. I have a whole bunch of mullein that are all potted up that I'm, oops. Let's see here. I think this is probably, oh, I might be able to get 2 out of this one. Oh goodness, okay, I got lucky. These things are like, I don't want to let go. All right, so it looks like I am going to end up with 4. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. This one, these are just crazy roots, crazy roots. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this one together because I think it'll be too traumatized if I don't. So I'm gonna stuff all these roots down in this cup. These guys are pretty forgiving, thank goodness. Otherwise, some certain plants would not even let you treat them like this. These guys are amazing. Oh shoot, that one. He's trying to boss me around. He needs to go down in the dirt. There. I got a couple of dried up roots. We'll just snap them off. I don't know about that one. We'll stuff him down in the dirt. There we go. All right, so all of these things I just planted, I'm going to bottom water really well so they are a little less traumatized than they are right now. I've got one little guy left. I wonder if I can stuff him in here. Yeah. All right, so that's all I have for you today. I think what I'm going to do is take all of this dirt and mix it in with my potting soil. And we'll just reuse that. Stir it all in really good. Add some more potting soil with it. And there. Well, that's all I have for you today. I hope the sun is shining where you are. If it's raining, I hope it doesn't damage your garden. I hope you're not getting hail like I'm getting. But at least if it rains, it's really, really good for your garden. And then you can, after it's rained, you can go ahead and fertilize it. It's a good time to fertilize, which I'm going to do. It's only supposed to rain today, but it was only supposed to rain a little bit. So we'll see. It just keeps getting darker and darker, and then the sun tries to come out, and then it gets dark again and comes back with a vengeance. So we'll see what tomorrow holds. If tomorrow is still good, I am going to run some water through my little worm box and get some worm juice, as they call it. And it makes a wonderful fertilizer. I need to fertilize my seedlings in the house and then some stuff out in the garden as well. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. I hope everybody stays happy, healthy, and safe. And God bless you all. Bye-bye until next time.